If you were keeping tabs on the White House Correspondents Dinner, and I'm sure you were not this past weekend, you, though, would have noticed someone was missing. Dr. Anthony Fauci, because he said he wouldn't be attending the event after assessing his own personal risk. Now, just to be clear, everyone at the dinner had to be vaccinated and boosted, but Fauci still didn't feel comfortable. And that's a real shame, because he missed out on some quality entertainment.
These people have been so hard on you, which I don't get. I really don't. I think ever since you've come into office, things are really looking up. Gas is up, rent is up, food is up, everything.
My hunch is this whole thing is just a walk in the park.
Maybe I can write you some notes. War with Russia.
Well,
bad.
Keep it light, Jen. Yeah.
CDC, good.
Really?
Okay.
They've been pissing me off.
And a special thanks to the 42% of you actually applauded. I'm really excited to be here tonight with the only group of Americans with a lower approval rating than I have. But Republicans seem to support one fella, some guy named Brandon. He's having a really good year, and I'm kind of happy for him.
Ha ha ha, we laugh at their pain and how much they hate us. When you think about it, it really is surprising, by the way, that Dr. Fauci skipped that dinner. I mean, since when does this guy pass up on an opportunity to be in the spotlight, pose for a few photos, mingle with the celebs? It's really out of character for him. But hold on, wait just 1 second. Look at these photos taken on Saturday. It appears Dr. Fauci did, in fact, go out to pre- and post parties for the White House Correspondents Dinner. It does, in fact, look like he was in the spotlight, and he did pose for photo ops, dressed like number 2 from Austin Powers. Again, asking and leading to the question, who's really Dr. Evil if Dr. Fauci's number 2? But I get distracted. Get this, you don't see any masks in those photos, do you? Well, aside from the staff in the background, always the help who has to continue to wear the muzzle. But never mind them. Dr. Fauci was living it up at the pre-parties and not a care in the world, looking like, of course, Dr. Evil's sidekick, which raises that important question. Who's Dr. Evil? We'll look into that very important issue a little bit later on Jesse Watters Primetime. But for now, we move to this. The writing is on the wall. Americans are tired of Joe Biden, and the Democratic Party is about to get crushed because of it. He's failed us when it comes to crime, inflation, foreign policy. The list is so long. And of course, it includes immigration. The crisis at our southern border, it's one of Biden's biggest blunders, or a planned catastrophe, since taking office, with record numbers of illegal immigrants crossing in 2021. And this year, it's already on track to shatter even more records. Here's Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas on Fox News Sunday.
The DHS has directly released at least 836,000 aliens into the United States since January 21st. Then you add the 207,000 unaccompanied alien children, UACs, and then your Border Patrol estimates somewhere from 200 to 400,000 gotaways. In other words, encounters that are not evade apprehension. So
and gotaways have been a challenge
from the beginning. Yeah,
from the beginning.
But that matches your numbers roughly?
I believe so.
Matches his numbers, which are absolutely staggering. That number, those numbers of people who have been released in the first 3 months of 2021 and 2022, that's more than the population of Boston, Seattle, Denver, D.C., Detroit, Baltimore, all released into the United States in the span of 3 months. It's clear our border is far from secure. The situation is so out of control, even members of the left are warning Joe to get it together.
Now, Joe Biden famously used the phrase big deal. When is he going to understand this is a big deal? This is the same issue as Brexit in England. This is the same issue as Trump voters in America. Working class voters feel like they've been ignored and abandoned. That is a reasonable argument, that there's this elitist group that's running the world that's left us behind.
Bill Maher's been a vocal critic of his own party in recent months. He's not alone. Democrats everywhere are sounding the alarm, desperately trying to save the party from a wipeout in November.
Democrats have lost their way in the sense that they have not been talking to mainstream America. They've been talking to urban this and this group and a coalition, but they have lost their way talking to rural America, to folks on Main Street. We've got to get that message out to folks, and we can't do it in a way that is simply like Republicans are bad, Democrats are good. We got to be talking about issues. We got to be talking about them and then say, oh, by the way, let me introduce you to this Democratic candidate.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.